actually do intros. But they're even going to try and do intros because the mic doesn't work. Let's just go in. Let's go to Ed.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you're tuning in from. My name is Michael Nistico. We just had the national anthem here moments away for puck drop between Rutgers University Scarlet Knights and Robert Morris University Colonials. First time in 2 years these teams have faced off. Gonna see maybe some growing pains throughout this game. We'll see how this matchup works out. First game back for Rutgers from their Thanksgiving break. No Garrett Cada, serving a one-game suspension after his major penalty against Buffalo before the break. But in brighter news, Captain Harrison Albrecht is back in the lineup after dealing with an upper body injury. More on him as the game goes on, as we are underway between the Colonials and Scarlet Knights. Scarlet Knights bring it in, or excuse me, that's the Colonials, but Michael Labuti, the senior, defending the crease tonight for Rutgers. Puts a glove on top of that. At the other end, we have yet to see him, but it is number 30, Patrick Colburn, who is defending the crease for RMU as they win the draw in the offensive zone, but Rutgers takes it away, but stolen right back. Stick lift from Fitzgibbon, sent the stick flying, sent it around the boards, but it was stolen away by RMU. Out to the point, bouncing puck off the stick of Trevor Schmidt. Chance the other way for Rutgers. Chance in front and swiped away by the paddle as we have our first net off the moorings whistle. We'll see that a lot. We don't have those NHL moorings, those pegs, just a little peg that goes into the ice here. So first of many, I'm sure, as both teams will be crashing the net. I'm sure of it. Rutgers tends to do so. And a couple big bodies I saw during warm-ups for RMU. RMU struggling to clear out their zone with two Scarlet Knights forcing pressure, and that shot, hey, rang off the post after Colburn made the save. Still with Rutgers. They get the puck down low. Battle in the corner. Rutgers comes up with it as it goes sky high and hits the netting. Out of play. A couple guys to watch that I noticed stood out during warm-ups. They got one each for Rutgers. Has to be the captain, Harrison Albrecht. Mentioned he is back after dealing with an upper body injury. And it showed during warm-ups. He seemed to be really excited in the lineup again, and he was having a catch and a pass with just about every defenseman as Hilliard's backhand pass into the front knocks the net off, so we'll do that again. But Harrison Albrecht definitely excited to be back, and I'm sure the rest of the boys on the bench are excited to have their captain back in the lineup. For RMU, there's number 21, Elijah Young. He's a big young man, and that's what stood out to me immediately. 6'3", 230 pounds we have on our sheet, so Rutgers going to have to keep their heads up when he's out there on the ice, the number 21 in Navy, as a one-time shot was blocked, but still with Rutgers. It's in the corner, sending it around. It's behind the net. RMU try to clear. They do so successfully, but a bouncing puck off the stick of Connor Ragnow, but he went for a change, as the rest of the Colonials did as well, as we get our first decent hit right along the boards. That was number 15, Anthony Chiramonte, as he goes to the net, but Rutgers trying to clear out. Hilliard had it bounce off of his skate. Stop at the blue line, kept in. Good play there from RMU into the pads of Labouty, and he will cover that up, closing up the 5-hole. 2:01 gone by. Face-off will be to the left of the Rutgers goaltender. Rutgers trying to get back into the win column. They are currently on a 0-4 drought right now after losing both before the break against Buffalo. 2 hard-fought games against Buffalo. RMU has one victory in their win streak, if you will, trying to get a win streak going after losing 3, as a bouncing puck will be swallowed up by Colburn. They lost their last 3, but they were victorious. 4-3 victory over West Virginia just before the break as well. Face-off won by Rutgers. A shot was blocked in traffic. In the corner, sent around. Big hit along the corner. Rutgers still have possession, as Wapnachter came in to help out. In the corner, Colonials backhands, can't clear. Wapnachter with a big crunch in the boards as he stays heavy on the forecheck. Another big man on defense for RMU. That was number 5, Nicholas Dobransky. Also 6'4", or he's 6'4", so he's an inch taller than a player to watch, Elijah Young. Off the stick, but there will be no icing off that. Jimmy Passionati was the receiver on that pass, and he dumps the puck in and tries to go after it in the corner, but Haynes gets there first for Rutgers and sends it all the way around and out, where Trevor Schmidt will corral the puck, sent it right off the boards, right in front of the Rutgers bench, and Rutgers will try and slow things down for a moment, where Haynes will try and get ahead of speed. He avoids a hit. Backhand pass in front and off the paddle of Colburn, still in play. Colonials send it out, big hit behind the play. That was Haynes finishing his check. That was the message in the locker room from Coach Joe Dixon for the Scarlet Knights, is let's finish our checks. Let's get quick as we have our first icing of the night. Coach Joe Dixon fired up for this game, trying to get his boys fired up, get back in the win column to start out the new, or before the next break, which will be shortly. We have our holiday break coming up after that Thanksgiving break, and that will be the end of the semester for Rutgers. There was Elijah Young. Quick pass was stolen away. It was off the skate. It was a tough pass to handle as it came in hot for Trevor Kohlberg. Sent out. Nissan Garachi off his skate. Had too much life after bouncing off the skate. A lot of guys tumbling. Oh my goodness, as Labudi had to avoid a guy crashing into the net, as that was accidental, and hey, I'm sorry there from Kohlberg. Good sportsmanship shown there, because there was 4 or 5 guys falling all over the ice at once there. So glad nobody got hurt there, just the net. RMU a little confused on why the faceoff is out, especially Andrew Finnegan, number 4, the defenseman for the Colonials, was wondering why that faceoff came out of the zone. I believe that was because Kohlberg knocked the net off. Rutgers move out off the stick, and Colonials will come up with it. So, as I mentioned, first time in 2 years these teams faced off against each other, and we're seeing those growing pains that I had mentioned, alluded to at the very beginning. Neither team really able to get any sustainable pressure in either zone, but a good chance here for the Colonials. Bouncing puck, and Labudi will dive on top of that to cover it up, as Nissan Garachi was not happy about how that play ended up, as he had a few words to say there with Zachary Blevins. You know, Nissan Garachi likes to play with an edge, never shies away from the physicality, as the Colonials win the draw. Shot from the point was blocked in front. Hilliard had a step, and they tried to connect with him but couldn't do so. Have to touch up, as Hilliard was just a step ahead and he was slightly offside. RMU moves out. Good sauce pass. It will go into the corner. Big hit by Albrecht. On the receiving end of that was Devin Rorich, who beat that puck into the corner, but he had to pay for it. Gorman behind the net. A wraparound attempt, and Labudi will put a glove on that, as some more pushing and shoving there. This time Gorman involved for Rutgers. Ragno for RMU. So a little chippiness starting here with a little over 5 minutes gone by in this first period. Shots are 6-5 in favor of RMU, as that one from the point, wrist shot from Dobransky, was blocked and sent back in. Labudi will come out and stop it. Butchko being pressured. He passes it off to Haynes, who sends it out. Walknachter tried to get in there and steal the puck back, but couldn't do so. 2-on-2 in front of the Colonials bench, and then it kicks out to the red line. Rutgers come up with it on the backhand of Turner. Tried to split the D, couldn't do so, but Walknachter was able to scoop up the loose puck. Shot off the crossbar! Fitzgibbon rang one off the corner of the net, and we have a whistle. Looks like the net came off. I don't know if that was from the shot, but it very well could have been, as Fitzgibbon really put a lot of steam on that shot. He rang that one right off the crossbar, right on the corner. They beat Colburn, but couldn't beat the net. RMU wins the draw behind their net, and Colburn will put a glove on it, and we'll rinse and repeat and do it all over again. RMU wins another draw, doing a good job early on here on the face-offs are the Colonials. Fitzgibbon stopped at the blue line, took a hit as well, and then just dumped in front at the red line as the Colonials go for a change. Walknachter, nice move off the boards, tries to go get there himself, but he's in a battle as he gets pushed off the puck there by Braden Medved. Bouncing puck, almost a dangerous opportunity for Rutgers, but it was stolen away. Good defense in front of Colburn. Walknachter backhands one into the corner. And then Rutgers goes on the forecheck. Bouncing puck again, neither team able to maintain that possession. Squirts out to the red line and past the stick of Reagan. Nissan Garachi there to help his defense partner out. Colin Reese back in the lineup. As there's a big hit in the corner, that one from Weiner. Pass up for Reese as he chips one in. He gets on the forecheck. He battles in the corner, but the Colonials come up with it. Schmidt trying to defend against Reese, who's pestering him on the forecheck. Bouncing puck was swatted away. Oh, dangerous hit at the neutral zone. This is an accidental knee-to-knee collision. Rutgers trying to catch RMU in a change, but it was bounced off the stick of Askin, and they couldn't get a 2-on-2 opportunity. That one was blocked by Gorman, still in the corner as Gorman finishes his check and then sends it around and out. Finnegan unable to hold the blue line. Rutgers now in a change. Finnegan brings it in. His shot rings off the post and into the netting, out of play, right off the outside of the pipe. We're starting to see this physicality start to pick up, especially along the boards. 11:25 to go in the opening period. Looked like Rutgers won the draw, but it went right to the Colonials as they dumped the puck in the corner. Backhand attempt was denied. That was Caden Johnston. Still a loose puck. Elijah Young was there. Open net opportunity, but it was a good defensive play there by Haynes to deny it. And then Labuti will put a glove on top and slow things down as the pressure was starting to heat up from the Colonials. Rutgers win the draw. Butchko backhands it around. Haynes there. Nobody home at the red line for the pass from Haynes. Colonials bring it in. Good hit by Butchko to steal the puck away. But stolen right back was Rowich. Shot saved by Labuti. Still loose. Wraparound chance went right through the crease. And the net comes off again. Couple great opportunities there for the Colonials. The Colonials starting to buzz here. They now have the shot, or the lead in the shot department, 11-6. 10:45 to go in the first. Still scoreless here. Good face-off win there from the Colonials, and they score! Right off the draw, went right through, thrown in front, and a great pass on the receiving end was Rowich, and it's 1-0 RMU. We get another look at this one right off the face-off. You see them getting ready. Don't blink because it happens quick. Right through the draw, right in front, and Rowich able to get a tap-in goal to get the scoring started here. Rowich, the leading goal scorer for the Colonials, as well as point scorer. That's his 13th goal, 25th point on the season. So he's dangerous and might not have an easier one from that. That was a beautiful pass. Rutgers trying to answer back as we're approaching halfway through this first period as they trail by 1 now. Colonials bring it in. Reagan puts the body on the... Now it's 2-on-2, fighting for it. Reagan comes up with it, sends it around for Nissan Garachi. Good stretch pass out of his defensive zone as Thorman will clear that in. Jack Thoman, number 77 in white for Rutgers. Just his 10th game of the season. Chance here for Hilliard. He's hooked on the play, drawing a penalty, but still with Rutgers for the time being as Hilliard comes up with it in the corner, and we get the whistle for our first power play as Hilliard was crashing the net and he drew the hooking penalty. Gavin Trevelli in the box for hooking. So a good opportunity here for the Scarlet Knights to tie this game up. It's a good start by winning the draw. Playing catch at the point. Fitzgibbon brings it down to the hash marks. Back out to the point. Reagan down low. Into the slot, bouncing puck. Colonials come up with it, and their PK sends it all the way down. Labudi will come out and slow it down for his power play, just 20 seconds gone by. Here's Campbell. Jukes his man, gets some speed, protects, brings it around. At the goal line, out to the point, but just out of reach for Connor Reagan. Reagan scoops it up for Campbell in the neutral zone. See if we can try this again. Wrapping it around, stolen away and out, but not as far as the red line as that bounced off the stick of Haynes. Bouncing puck again. Big hit, and Reagan slowing things down. Brought in by Reagan. Down at the hash marks. It's Fitzgibbon down at the goal line for sec, but it went right through the crease of Colburn. Great play there to keep that in. That's Haynes for Fitzgibbon. His shot high, rising shot went over the crossbar, off the glass and out of play with its momentum, or excuse me, out of the zone, I should say, as Rutgers goes for a change with just 25 seconds left on their power play. Good play from Colburn to slow that puck up, stopping it entirely and then having his PK do the rest and clear it 200 feet. One last rush here for Nissan Garachi and the Scarlet Knights. 5 seconds left on the power play. Nissan Garachi at the goal line, out to the point for Albrecht. Back to 5-on-5 as the shot went wide. Nissan Garachi trying to keep it in. He does so, but it was stolen away. Out of the box, or off the bench, I should say. That's a block from Albrecht as he denies Joey LaQuatra, who came off the bench after the penalty had expired. Out to the point, high wrist shot off the mask of Labudi, still loose. Oh, had a wide open net, but it was rolling on him. That was Rowich, who was looking for a second, but a rolling puck made that like a knuckle puck as we've seen in the Mighty Ducks series, of course, but not the same outcome for Rowich. Walknachter dumps the puck in as he took a hit from the big man Dobransky. And this will go for an icing against the Colonials. Draw one by Rutgers, shot off the blocker and then cleared out, but Butchko was there to stop it in the neutral zone and dump the puck in. Fitzgibbon steals it away. Brings it into across the blue line. Nice move from Campbell, still on his stick. Behind the net, Scarlet Knights, out to the point. It's Haynes, wrist shot. Through traffic, Colburn made the save. It was still loose, and then he dives on top of it as we're just past 6 minutes left in this period. 5:58 to go. Shots are 15-10 in favor of RMU. Colonials win the draw. Colburn came out to slow things down. Off the glass, hit a stanchion. And RMU clears their zone. Take the red line and dumping it in. That was Connor Evans, number 13 in blue. As this shot, quick wrist shot off the glove of Labudi into the corner. Butchko has it as he weaves into the corner and stops. For Rubenstein. No icing as that was deflected. Comes all the way down, also no icing. As that was also deflected. Here are images. Right off the foot of Turner. Hit there from Nissan Garachi, but Colonials still with the shot that goes through the crease, into the corner, out to the blue line, and dumped in off of the backhand from Finnegan. Rutgers come up with a loose puck behind their net. Under 5 to play in the opening period. Reagan try to clear, he does. But still with the Colonials, they have to touch up as they dump the puck in, still delayed offside, so Rutgers can slow things down a bit and get the fresh troops onto the ice that they need. Hilliard with the puck. Pass in front. Goes wide off the backhand. Into the far corner, Colonials clear it out. Misses a bunch of sticks, no icing. Labudi comes out and stops it and passes it over for Nissan Garachi, who his long pass for Hilliard was just past his reach, with good effort from Hilliard to negate an icing. Albrecht for Hilliard. Hilliard's been buzzing. He protects. He stops at the hash marks, takes a hit, gets it down to the corner. Try to get a quick pass in front. Albrecht using his feet for a moment, but his stick was tangled up as the puck came out. Good recovery there from the captain of the Scarlet Knights to get back into his defensive position. Hilliard stole the puck away off the glove on the clearing attempt from Thoman, and he will retreat and slow things down, get a much-needed change for the Scarlet Knights. As the pass from Albrecht bounces off the stick of Fitzgibbon into the zone, as the D was able to change for Rutgers. Haynes had it for a moment, but he was hit at the blue line and lost the puck. Long stretch pass, but it bounced, and Colburn will cover up as Wachnachter was creeping behind the defense. 3:15 to go here. Rutgers have been buzzing, closing up that shot total. It's now 15-12, still in favor of the Colonials. But we've seen some good things from the Scarlet Knights in the last couple of minutes, as this one will be covered up by Colburn, again putting a glove on top of that. Draw one by Rutgers, backhand chance, and a pad save from Colburn, and the rebound was taken up by his defense and sent into the offensive zone. Nice hit from Haynes in the corner. Fitzgibbon had it on his stick, lost it for a moment as he battles LaQuatra. Backhanded out by the Scarlet Knights. Off the foot of Wachnachter. Again, this puck has been rolling everywhere. Even late in this period, it's still rolling around a lot. Fitzgibbon behind the net. He was still on the receiving end of the hit from Passanati. Haynes brings it in. Good play. Odd angle shot went right through the crease all the way out of the zone. Nissan Garachi slowing things down, try to get a stretch pass through the zone, connecting and then sent in. 2 minutes left in the first. Rutgers down by 1. They have the puck at the goal line. Bringing it around. Try to connect on a pass with Askin. He had a tough time handling the pass, a little handcuffed on it as it was between his feet. Couldn't get all of the shot. Alex Seck brings it in. Nice drop pass for Campbell. He takes a hit. 90 seconds to go. Colonials look to extend their 1-0 lead, but Nissan Garachi says no. Reagan comes in to help out in the corner. Blevins sent it out to the point. Nissan Garachi's backhand clearing attempt was stopped, but now it comes out for Reagan. He'll join the rush. He has speed, and he likes to use it, but too fast for his own good there, unfortunately, for Rutgers as he lost the puck, and the Colonials will come back. Good poke check by Reagan as he hustled to come back into play. Off the stick of Finnegan and out of the zone as we're under a minute to go. Reagan went for a change, but Colonials came back and he was unable to change. He was trying again, and he does so. Good play for Fitzgibbon on the breakaway shot. Denied by Colburn. He had to look back at first. He wasn't sure where it was. We were waiting for the sign from the official, but it was closed up there by Patrick Colburn, keeping this a 1-0 game with 40 seconds remaining in the opening stanza. Draw one by the Colonials. They connect in the neutral zone. 2-on-2 they come. Flipping it, bouncing wide of the net of Labudi. Walknachter tied up on the boards, had Fitzgibbon there for a moment. Now it's back for Walknachter, 20 seconds. Brings it across the blue line, takes a hit as he dumps the puck in, and he has to go after it. Tie up along the boards. Turner is there, under 10 to go, backhanded out. 3 seconds left as Walknachter will hold on to this, and that'll do it for the first period. Pretty exciting stuff when both teams were able to get some momentum going. Shots are 15-14, so it was a while with the Colonials not getting a shot on net, but they do have the 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just a few seconds away from the start of the second period between Rutgers University Scarlet Knights hosting the Robert Morris University Colonials, as the Colonials or both teams are banging on the boards as we are underway. 1-0 at the end of the first in favor of RMU. The goal coming there from the leading point scorer and goal getter, the Devin Rowich, number 19 in blue. That was his 25th point on the season and 13th goal. That is how we got to 1-0. So after the intermission, I mentioned the points were the shots were 15-14. They actually took one away from RMU as that one goes carrying wide of Labudi. So the shots are actually 14-14. So it was a good push there from Rutgers as we see another one here. A chance for a 2-on-1. Good hustle back. Drop back pass and a shot and a save from Colburn. Now a chance the other way for the Colonials, but they try to just poke that one in to get a change. Off the boards, no icing, as this will be coming towards the crease of Colburn. Colonials play catch in their own D zone. Long stretch pass out to the red line. Dumping the puck into the near corner, stolen away by Reagan. Almost too many men for the Colonials, but it continued, and then the Scarlet Knights sent the puck out of their own D zone. We saw a lot of this in the first period, back and forth, really neither team able to maintain solid possession as a long stretch pass through the neutral zone for the Colonials couldn't connect. Nissan Garachi made a nice spinning play to bank one off the boards. It was stolen away. A shot and a save, and this one off the rebound will go in. 2-0 RMU. Mabudi made the initial save, but the first shot, or the second shot I should say, in quite some time, went in on the rebound. Caden Johnston, the goal scorer for the Colonials. There's only 1:50 gone by in the second period. They extend their lead to 2, and they win the draw right thereafter. First goal of the year for Johnston in his 13th game. Hilliard has it on his backhand. He tried to clear one in, but it was into the glove of Finnegan. Thoman sent it in. Colonials move out, flipping it into the neutral zone. Now a 2-on-1. Colonials look to extend their lead, but Labudi gets a save, tried to cover it up, but it was rolling away on him as Thoman stole it away, cleared it out, but it goes down for an icing against the Scarlet Knights. Tie up on the draw. Hilliard comes to help out. Banks one off the boards hard, and it comes out, and the Colonials will have to touch up as it is dumped in at the red line by Gabriel Hurley. Good play from Hilliard to just chip shot that one out. Bounced off the stick of Hilliard, couldn't receive the pass. Something I noticed in the first is continuing here in the second. Neither team able to maintain that possession because the puck is so bouncy, it seems, and keeps rolling on an edge like it did there for Weiner's shot attempt that was blocked. Andrea Mezquita stays in on the forecheck. Haynes with a hit at the blue line, but the puck comes out. No, it stays in. The official backed off, and he had a good view of it, and that puck stayed in. Rutgers send 2 on the forecheck, forcing a turnover in the neutral zone. Period of the long change. Colonials unable to change. They change one of their forwards, but their D are still out. Brought in by Butchko as a tricky shot Coleman made the save off the glass. Haynes and a whistle with the net, I believe, as the officials go to gather in the crease of Colburn. Looked like the net didn't even move, so interesting whistle there. Draw will be to the left of Colburn. Fitzgibbon wins it. Haynes, wrist shot off the blocker of Colburn. Big rebound. Rutgers steal it away, only for a moment as the clear attempt was blocked. Poked away at the blue line, taken up at the red line by Finnegan. He sends it down to the goal line where Haynes was there to slow it down for a moment. Reagan sends it around. Reagan and Haynes now the D pairing for Coach Joe Dixon at the moment. So some changes as there's a icing on the play, and behind the play, the official, and it looks like it's Walknachter, got tangled up. Walknachter will go for a change after that. Hopefully he's okay. He was a little slow. The ref seems to be okay. Oh, it was a broken stick. He's going to stay on. He's just got to get a new set of lumber. Face off to the right of Labudi. Draw one cleanly by Fitzgibbon. Tried a backhand pass for Turner, but it was stolen away. Big hit by Fitzgibbon, and a chance the other way for the Colonials. They score! Tic-tac-toe, 3-0 Colonials. Connor Ragnow on the receiving end of the third goal for RMU. Coach Joe Dixon at the edge of his bench, speaking with two of the officials. Those two officials skate to the red line and have a separate conversation, and things are underway. Not sure what that's about, but third goal for the Colonials. We are back underway as that one's chipped in, no icing. 3-0 RMU. We have a delayed penalty. RMU will be shorthanded for the second time. Ladney touched the puck as Labudi will get to the bench. Nice move by Sek. He still has it as he goes hard into the boards. Still fighting for it as the Colonials will touch up and be shorthanded off a boarding penalty. Young will go to the box. 2-minute penalty for boarding for Elijah Young. So Rutgers down 3-0, still plenty of time to go. 14:57, in the second period. Little tongue twister for me there. Sek is in for the draw for the Rutgers power play against Blevins. Sek wins it too clean, and it comes all the way out. The booty will come out for a moment, but Reagan will hustle back to get that puck and keep it away from his goaltender as LaQuatra was kind of following in, and Labudi had to retreat. Haynes brings this in. Chance in front, and a nice pass from Haynes for Campbell's shot, and a good save there from Colburn. Draw one by Rutgers. Reagan tries to take a shot. It was blocked into the corner and cleared to the red line where Reagan will stop it and have to wait for his troops to touch up. So he gets a nice pass for Sek. Sek drops it for Fitzgibbon. Sauce to Reagan, but it bounced over his stick. Haynes was being pressured by Blevins as that's offside. 1:14 remaining on the boarding penalty against Young. Face off in front of the Rutgers bench. They poke the puck in, and Colburn will just put a glove on that as it trickles into his crease. Only 4 seconds come off the clock. Colonials win the draw, but Rutgers was there first. Slowing things down below the net. Back at the goal line. Now to the point for Reagan. Wrist shot through traffic, gets all the way through off the blocker, still sitting in the slot and then flipped out. Good play by Reagan to chip it ahead for Haynes. Brought in by Campbell. Pass for Seck, he couldn't get all the shot. It's still loose. Loose puck goes wide from Fitzgibbon on a power play chance. Still not out of trouble as Rutgers still have it, and we have a whistle. The net again coming off. We mentioned it in the first period that we don't have those NHL pegs, of course, and that's the second time this period already. It seems to have killed some Rutgers momentum. 36 seconds left on their power play. Nissan Garachi has it at the point. Leaves it for Albrecht. He gets it down low. Turner with 25 to go on the power play. Finnegan's all over him as he's got a loose hand around him, no call, as some of the fans were looking for. Albrecht with 15 to go. Nissan Garachi's shot was blocked in traffic off the glass and all the way down. Labuti will come out and stop it on his backhand of the big paddle. All the way out, chipped in, as that will do it for the boarding penalty as Young will go to the bench. We're back to 5-on-5. A couple of good chances there for the Scarlet Knights, but couldn't find the back of the net as Colburn has stood tall in his crease. Turner protects, he takes a hit from Finnegan. Askin pinned in the corner. Comes loose and Finnegan will come up with it. The big, tall 6'4" defenseman in blue. Moran had it for a moment, but it was poked off his stick. Back and forth. Rutgers behind their bench. 8 minutes gone by here in the second period. Rutgers trail 3-0, but they are in the lead in the shot department, 19-16, excuse me, as the fans again looking for a call as Turner was taken down as he tried to enter the zone. He was a little slow getting to the bench as Butchko brings the puck in. Chippiness is starting to pick up. Colonials come up with it, trying to get out of their own zone, but can't do so. Strong forecheck from Rutgers, force a turnover. Tried to find a pass in front, but nobody was there. It was a great pass from Andre Amezquita, but no one was home. Chance the other way, right into the midsection of the senior Michael Labuti, and he will stop play with 11:23 remaining in the middle period. Tie up on the draw. Colonials poked it forward, but it was onto the stick of the Scarlet Knights as they flip it into the O zone and try to go after it, but they couldn't connect as the Colonials will clear their own D zone. Backhanded in, no one there for RMU. Haynes was there for Rutgers for a moment. Now it's the forecheck from the Colonials that were making it tough just for a moment for Rutgers. Pinned at the blue line, Haynes gets it and clears it in on net of Colburn, who was trying to look around some of the traffic there as he had to make a quick heads-up reaction save as that bounced into his crease as this will go down for an icing. Colburn thought about coming out to play it, but saw the official's hand go up for icing, and he stayed put. Rutgers come up with the draw, but it was stolen away quickly by Ragno, who has the most recent goal for the Colonials, making it 3-0 as Thoman tried to connect with Reagan, but the pass will trickle into the glove of Colburn to stop play. Faceoff went right towards Colburn. He was trying to cover it up, but it was, again, rolling on him as well. And play continued. Campbell's doing a good job to try and keep the puck away and keep it on his stick. He steals it back as he lost it just for a brief moment. There's another quick hesitation move, a shot and a save. That shot from Hilliard, still with Campbell now, as he makes another nice spin out to the point. Gorman's shot, big block, and it comes all the way out to the red line. Ragno with a big, strong block off the knee, and he went in on the forecheck trying to get another chance to get a second goal. Rutgers bring it in, and a backhand shot was thwarted by the Colonials' defense as Rutgers had no help. They were in the midst of a change as Sek will send that towards Hilliard, who tries to get a foot onto it, and a bouncing puck in the net once again comes off. 9:27 to go in the middle period. Robert Morris have a 3-0 lead. Scored one in the first, and they have two here in the second. Draw one by Rutgers clean out to the point. Haynes now across the zone off the boot of Walknachter, and it went sky high. Again, this puck is lively here. One-time shot, picture perfect, 4-0 Colonials. A bit of a broken play for Rutgers, and the Colonials will capitalize as it's the leading goal scorer and point scorer for the Colonials, Devin Rowich, with his second, as we see another one here as it bounces into the corner and right into the slot, and a strong celly from Rowich. Second, extending the lead 4-0. Labudi is pulled after the fourth goal, and it looks like Paltouf is in net. So Marcus Paltouf will come in relief as we have a timeout from Rutgers with 9:10 to go. Paltouf was scheduled to start tomorrow against this same Colonials team, so he'll get a little bit of a head start to see this RMU team here tonight, a little earlier than he had expected, I'm sure. For 4-0 Colonials after the second goal from Rowich. 9:10 remaining here in the middle period. Rutgers still in the lead in the shot department, but Colburn has stood tall in his crease, stopping all 23 as this shot goes wide. Hilliard to Campbell. Comes out. Reagan will keep it in off the pad of Hilliard, who takes a hit from behind away from the play, and the official standing right there lets the play go. Campbell backhands it in. Hilliard into the front, but no one was there. Stolen away, but Campbell's aggressive to steal it away back for Rutgers. It's Campbell, Sek, and Hilliard the line now for Rutgers, but it's coming the other way. Colonials move out. Blevins, nice move. Poked away, great diving play from Nissan Garachi as he flips one in for Hilliard, but it was off the stick of Hilliard as he couldn't maintain possession. He'll go for a change. Rowich brings it in. He has 2 already, looking for the 3rd. Off a stick on the cross zone pass, loose stick on the ice. That was from Schmidt as he goes for a change. Not sure if the stick was broken or if he just lost it, but Labudi will put a glove on top of this and stop the momentum of the Colonials. Or excuse me, it is Paltouf who is in relief of the senior Michael Labudi. Draw one by Rutgers. It's stolen away along the boards out to the point. Wrist shot into the midsection of Paltouf as he closed the wickets. Shot coming from the point from Hurley. Hurley has it at the point again, and he does another wrist shot, but this time into the glove. So just warming Paltouf up off the bench in relief. They'll do it again. This time Rutgers wins it into their corner. Gorman backhands one around. Hit an odd spot on the boards as that was going right to Walknachter, but he had to stop, but it was chipped up over the glass. Again, lively puck here this evening inside the home of Rutgers. Rutgers win the draw again, but quick pressure. Walknachter has it, brings it out, gets to the red line, dumps it in. Turner joins. Colburn couldn't stop it. Turner gets there, tried to throw one on net, but it was blocked. He takes a hit, stays hungry on the puck. Walknachter tried to help out. Race for the icing, and Albrecht beats the race and gets the icing, but it was a foot race. Good speed from Anthony Charmante, who was trying to negate that icing, but went stride for stride with Albrecht, but Albrecht was just one step ahead, maybe half a step. Colonials won the draw and entered the O zone again. Good play there to just poke it out of the zone. And now off the pad, good block, shot off the blocker of Coleman, denying Askin, who made a great play defensively and then had an offensive chance as well. Off the paddle. Oh, and Finnegan goes crashing into Paltouf. The net comes off. I don't know if there was a penalty called, but nobody was around Finnegan at all. It looks like not sure what's coming of this. No, Finnegan will go to the bench. No penalty. But the faceoff comes out of the zone. Tie up on the draw. RMU came up with it and dumped the puck in. Butchko swatted it around and then poked out by Askin. Stolen away. RMU dumped the puck in to the far corner. Haynes avoids a hit. Rutgers take the red line, dump it in, go for a partial change. Thoman gets it out to Haynes. He's hit and he loses the puck. But good back check from Colin Reese. Still good back check from Reese as he stays on his man as that pass attempt right through the crease of Paltouf. Shot by Reagan came in. That was a high shot. He took a hit up high as well. Reese finishes his hit in front of the Rutgers bench. So Rutgers getting physical as they're down by 4, and a hit in return. That was the big man, Nicholas Dobransky, also 6'4", 220 on the blue line for these Colonials. 5:20 remaining in the second. It's all RMU as they lead 4-0. Nissan Garachi loses the puck and it loses an edge right in front of the RMU bench, and they let him hear it. Stood up at the red line, big time hit from Matthew Frell. He has the puck now as he stood up Amezquita. Long stretch pass out. RMU move forward. Rolling puck. Blocked in traffic off the boards and then out. Turner brings it in. Has Walknachter going to the net. Turner has a shot, and he's trying to point that it went in before the net came off, but doesn't look like he will get that goal in his favor. Face-off will be to the right of Coleman. Colonials win the draw cleanly and come out moving with some steam. That was Rowich, who has 2, looking for the third, as we mentioned. He dumps it into the far corner. Albrecht backhand, couldn't connect with Walknachter. Rowich shot off the big pads of Paltouf. All the way out. And back and forth in the neutral zone, but it's taken up by Blevins. Backhand pass, nobody home in the slot. Rutgers move out. Gorman, clear an attempt, hit off the leg of Schmidt. Look down, wasn't there. Turner has it. In front in the slot, and a big save from Coleman. Swiped in by Fitzgibbon. Coleman comes out to stop. 3.5 remaining in the middle period of play. Rutgers down by 4, just trying to get 1 before the end of the period. Good strong forecheck from Campbell. Off the glass and out. Rutgers steal it. They touch up. Butchko tried to flip it but couldn't get past Medved. Tie up in the corner. 3-on-1. Rutgers come up with it. Out to the point. Haynes, wrist shot. Blocked, pinballing through traffic, goes into the corner. Still with Rutgers for a moment, but the Colonials come out and flip a high one into the neutral zone. But now Haynes comes up with it. Still the period of the long change, and the defensemen for the Colonials have been out for a while. They can't clear. Good block from Medved. He's been out for a while. He's finally going to get the change as he's slow to get to the bench, as he was out there for a while, as we have a whistle. I believe the net come off. When in doubt, the net's usually coming off. I think the puck might have hit the netting. No penalties called. 2:31 remaining. Face off to the right of Paltouf. Tie up on the draw, and the whistle was blown. Looks like somebody might have jumped early, so we'll do it again. Rutgers win the draw. Reagan hard all the way around the boards. Big hit as Askin was still able to get the puck out, and we have a whistle. Looks like we might have, no, the puck went out of play. Face-off will be at center ice. So the odd face-off at center ice when it's not after a goal or the start of the period. Rutgers win that draw, slowing things down in their D zone. Sloppy pass, but no pressure from the Colonials as they're nursing a 4-0 lead. Reagan gets some steam. Collided with his own man, Askin at the blue line, and they go offside with 2:05 remaining. Tie up on the draw right in front of the Rutgers bench. Colonials come out with it. They move forward. Good back check there from Turner. Albrecht has the puck out. Pass up for Turner. Fitzgibbon brings it across and drops it at the blue line. Oh, was that bouncing puck? I don't think Colburn saw where the redirection was. It went fluttering over his head. RMU move out. 90 seconds to go. Shot blocked off the pad, goes into the corner. Still with the Colonials, trying to get it out to the point, but couldn't connect, and taken up by Walknachter. He's been all over the puck here this evening, as has Turner, as his shot, low glove save for Colburn, and he will stop play with 1:12 remaining. Tie up on the draw. Colonials come up with it, but Hilliard steals it away, trying to throw one in front, but it was blocked by the big man, Dobransky. We got 1 minute left here in the second. Tie up in the corner. Hilliard there. It's poked free into the corner. Haynes will join as he steals the puck away in the corner as he's pinned by Dobransky. Dobransky using his size, but it's still with Rutgers. 40 seconds to go. I think the ref got a piece of that one. Clearing attempt stolen away. Tried to get to the backhand, couldn't do so. 30 seconds left. Campbell's shot was blocked by Dobransky. Mormon took a hit as he brought the puck in. 15 seconds left. Can Rutgers get one here before the time expires? Going into the third. Hilliard goes crashing into the net. He pokes Coleman, and the Colonials not happy with the late poke, as the officials are holding all the Colonials back as they were trying to get a piece of Thomas Hilliard. 10 seconds left here in the second period. Rutgers win the draw. Can't get a shot off. It's a chance the other way with 5 seconds left. Shot saved by Paltouf into the corner. Time expires in the second. Tough period for Rutgers. They are in the lead in the shot department, 28-23, but trailing 4-0 on the scoreboard as Johnston, Ragnow, and Rowich find the back of the net. Rowich has 2. As we have some communication here between some fans and some of the Rutgers players. Well, the intensity picked up in the second. We'll see if that continues in the third. Rutgers trail 4-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to have the third period of play here, and we are underway. Rutgers trailing 4-0. If you are just tuning in, my name is Michael Nistico. 4-0 in favor of the Robert Morris University Colonials. There's 3 goals in the second period from the Colonials. Good play there from Haynes defensively to deny a 5th one coming in. Michael Labuti had started the game for Rutgers, but at 9:10 left in the second period after the 4th goal, Marcus Paltouf came in relief. Sent around, Hilliard. Oh, Nissan Garachi had to avoid a hit. Dangerous potential play there with Ragno coming in hot. He has a goal this afternoon. He had the 3rd one. Rowich has 2. He had the 1st and the 4th. And Caden Johnston has a goal as well, and that is how the Colonials got to their 4-0 lead here in the 3rd period of play. Reagan slows it down behind the net. Long stretch pass out for Wachnachter off his stick as he's battling at the red line. Colonials come up with the loose puck. Soft wrist shot into the glove, covered up by Paltouf. Draw to the right side of Paltouf. Face-off won there by Rutgers. It's Colin Smargan who won the draw. Haven't seen much of him here this evening. I feel, haven't called his name. Wrist shot from the point, gets through. Paddle saved by Paltouf. Still in with the Colonials this time into the midsection and covered up by Paltouf. Back and forth. Pretty even game in the shot department, 27-25 in favor of Rutgers. Ref in the middle of a hit from Albrecht as he flips it out, but into the glove for the Colonials. They dump it in at the red line. An icing as Colonials showing very much a defensive mind here early on in this 3rd period. Not forechecking all that aggressively early on. Kind of just dropping back, not trying to force anything, make any mistakes, and hold on to a 4-0 lead, because that was tied up on the draw and stuck in the feet of Smargan. Good kick save and a beauty there for Paltouf as he was able to get enough of a foot on that to get it all the way out into the neutral zone. Bouncing puck, we've seen that a lot here this evening. Rolling a lot on its edge, bouncing around, taking some weird bounces here this evening as Butchko takes a hit as he dumps the puck in. Off the boards, but kept in at the blue line by Haynes, only for a moment, and it was cleared out. Nissan Garachi, fresh off the bench, has to slow down a rolling puck. He gets it over for Haynes. Dumped in off the backhand by Weiner. Weiner in on the forecheck. Collision in the corner. Out come the Colonials, 2-on-2. Into the corner, off the stick of Spears. Nice move from Reagan. He's got speed. He's using it. Shot off the shoulder of Colburn, and into the corner. Still in play. Down low at the defensive goal line for the Colonials. Off the boards, and they move out. Backhand pass, bouncing around again in the neutral zone now. Shot slow. What a snipe into the top corner. What a shot from Tyler Spears. 5-0 RMU. Take another look at that one, and that was ripped right into the corner over the shoulder of Paltooth. A real quick release there from Spears as he gets his second of the season. All Colonials with a 5-0 lead here early in the third period of play as they look for more. Young tried to get a pass off, couldn't do so. He keeps it in on his stick. Hit Hilliard, 21 versus 21, right at our blue line closest to us. Hilliard has it. He brings it in. Splits the D, tried to get into the slot, but it was poked away. Here comes Elijah Young. Drop back pass. Schmidt took a hit from Hilliard. Poked out by Albrecht, and then a backhand bouncing puck in will be gloved up by Paltooth as the backhand from Trevor Kohlberg will be swallowed up. Tie up on the draw, still loose. Fitzgibbon tried to poke it away. He does so successfully. Rutgers move out, 3-on-2. In the feet, couldn't get past the defense of the Colonials. It was Gabriel Hurley who made the stop. Rutgers come up with it, good forecheck. Butchko had it bounce off of his stick and out. RMU clear it in on net. And a hit behind the play. Not happy about that. Campbell trying to stick up for his teammate as Fitzgibbon was hit after the whistle. Anthony Chiramonte with the hit. A lot of the Rutgers bench having something to say, as well as everyone skating for a change. Shots are even at 27 apiece. Just under 5 gone by in the third, and it's 5-0 RMU. They win the draw. Fake slap shot from Dobransky, and then he passed it off. Now bouncing puck through the circle, down at the goal line. Tried to get it out to the point, but it was poked away. And RMU have to regroup as they're still delayed offside. In the feet of Smargan as he was able to intercept. Long stretch pass off the stick of Thoman, but it went right to the Colonials as Nissan Garachi finishes his check on the 2-goal scorer tonight, Devin Rowich. Reagan using his speed again, bringing it in. Tried to throw one into the slot, but no one was home. And Robert Morris will clear. Rutgers were in the middle of a change. Robert Morris brings the puck in. Wrist shot through traffic and a good heads-up glove save from Paltooth. I think he got it off his pad and then scooped it up with the glove to stop play. Tie up on the draw. Colonials come up with it, but it's past the foot, and we got a foot race. Amezquita shot high and off the glass and comes all the way out. Colonials won the draw and tried to connect at the point, but it was past Dobransky. Amezquita had a good chance, but his shot just went too high. Bouncing puck kept in at the blue line. Nice move. Head fake from Haynes. Shot looking for that top corner, but it was blocked in traffic. Flipped but kept in by Colin Reese only for a moment, and a breakaway the other way. LaQuatra backhand scores! Joey LaQuatra, 6-0 Robert Morris. Rutgers win the draw after conceding their 6th of the night. Hilliard moves it forward for Reagan. In front, Reagan couldn't get a piece of it, as it was a good pass. He was trying to look for a call. It looks like he was hooked up on the play, but no call. This play continues. Been relatively quiet in the penalty department. Just the 2 power play opportunities for Rutgers. Isan Garachi tried to swing, but a miss, as that puck will come all the way down. Reagan has to slow it down behind his own net. Long stretch pass into the neutral zone. That was Turner who had it, but it tried to dump it in, couldn't do so. Off the boards, Turner tries to get it again, but it was swiped away by Schmidt. Rutgers take the red line, but a big hit by Elijah Young. Still with Rutgers as Hilliard scooped up the loose puck. Nissan Garachi pump fakes, gets his man to get out of position, and bouncing puck in the slot, but it was cleared aside by RMU. Reagan has it at the red line as he dumps it in at the red line, and Rutgers go for a wholesale change. Walknacker making it difficult for Young to clear his own, but he does so successfully. Kohlberg sent it into the corner, and he goes for a change for the Colonials. Walknacker having a tough time with it. Long pass, missing everybody's stick, but he was at the red line, no icing. Finnegan in the corner, loses it. Was stolen away by Walknacker. He's been all over the puck. But unfortunately for Rutgers, unable to find the back of the net, as the rest of the team has as well. Shot from the point, and Colburn made a blocker save, sent it into the corner. No screen in front, so he saw it the whole way through. Off the glass, Gorman slows it down. Colonials are offside. Gorman slows it down, retreats back with a backhand pass. And the captain, Harrison Albrecht, will slow things down. 10:45 left in the third. Colonials dominating this game 6-0 as Campbell retreats into his own D zone. Colonials now putting on some pressure, but a nice play from Campbell. He's got Walknacker with him. Poked, loose puck. What a save by Colburn. It's still loose. He's not out of trouble yet. Big hits along the play as well. Out for Butchko. Shot through traffic, still loose. Butchko has it again at the point. Wrist shot into the glove and covered up by Colburn. Wow. Best chances of the night for Rutgers, as they had a chance here on the 2-on-1, but good strong back check. Took a big hit, and then it was just chaos ensuing after that. Behind the net and in front of the net as well. Face off to the left, and Rutgers win it. Wrist shot from the point, blocked in traffic. Colonials move out, 3-on-2, stay on side. Chance in front, and a save by Paltouf. Puck is still in play. Here comes Smargan. He crosses the blue line. His pass was tipped, and a high over the net of Colburn stays in play, didn't hit the netting. Rutgers still with it. Fighting off a couple men there is Haynes as he brings it down low. Pass in front, and a shot went through the crease. Nissan Garachi fakes the shot and sends it into the corner. Haynes goes to the bench. Askin in the slot. Shot was a high rising shot off the glass, but still in play. Rutgers are buzzing. Can they get one? Shot low. Paddle saved by Colburn. After that save, Dobransky scooped up the puck and just slowed things down. But a Mezquita chance pinballs off a couple of legs, and it seems like Dobransky took the most of that off the inside of the knee as he's laboring right now on the ice, unable to go change. He's able to do so now. Hope he's okay as the rest of the Colonials come in, but offside. 8:43 remaining in the third. Face off in front of the Rutgers bench. RMU win it. Have to touch up as they were delayed offside there. Chipped into the corner. Gorman was there for Rutgers. Try to clear it out, but was denied. Now it's with a 6-0 lead. The Colonials are putting on the forecheck, making it difficult for Rutgers to exit their D zone, as Paltouf will just put a glove on top of this to slow things down. Tap on the draw. Colonials win the draw as they have some help, and off the paddle of Paltouf into the netting, we'll do it all over again. Same thing, a tie-up. Colonials poked it free, but Butchko was there to scoop up the loose puck for Rutgers. Backhand pass out of the zone from Butchko. Here comes Alex Seck. His shot was blocked, goes into the corner. Clearing attempt was kept in. Butchko's wrist shot through traffic, went off the side of the net. This one on net, in the air, swing and a miss. Still loose, no whistle. Here comes the whistle with some traffic in near the crease of Colburn. On the draw, Rutgers win it. Out to Butchko at the point. Half slapper was blocked in traffic, went into the corner. Now back out for Butchko, keeps it in, sends it back to where it came from, down below the goal line with 7.5 remaining in the third. All Colonials with a 6-0 lead as this shot from Haynes was into the midsection. We got some more after the play as Hilliard comes up out of the scrum without his helmet. Robert Morris win the draw, trying to get out of their own D zone, but aggressive forecheck from Rutgers is making that difficult. They move out, get to the red line, dump the puck in. Paltouf comes out, stops it, sends it around for Nissan Garachi. Walknachter pressured there by Johnston. He has one of the 6 goals here tonight for the Colonials. Reagan tried to get one to Campbell, couldn't do so, but he was able to get it back into his own hand, but then his clear attempt went into the netting out of play. Smargan wins the draw on Nissan Garachi. Quick back from Reagan, hit off of Thoman. Thoman has to retreat behind the net of Paltouf. He's being harassed. He gets some speed, brings it in. Coast to coast, but a blocked off the stick, goes into the netting out of play. Will stay in the zone. Colonials won the draw. They move out. They move out quickly. And a chance the other way. Looking for 7. This shot into the midsection of Paltouf. And oh my gosh, Reagan dives on top of the back of someone, and Paltouf joins in as well. Reagan's got to keep his cool. There was an initial penalty on the play for, I believe, a hook, but surely more has to come out of this. Nissan Garachi having to be separated from Finnegan. Let's see what comes out of this. Nissan Garachi was the one with the initial penalty. He's in the box now. Let's see who else joins him. I lost sight of Reagan. He must have tried to escape onto the bench. Maybe try to get out of sight, out of mind after he jumped on the back of somebody. Lengthy explanation going on here, but Reagan has joined Nissan Garachi in the box for Rutgers. For Robert Morris, it's Anthony Chiramonti in the box. All have 2 minutes. We'll see what the man advantage is for the Colonials once the extended conversation is over. But with the delay, the Robert Morris bench gathered together to try and talk gameplay. I mean, this is an extended, pretty much a timeout, but even more so with how long this penalty process has been taking. Coach Joe Dixon looking for an explanation as well at the end of his bench. Both number 4s, Finnegan and Albrecht, separate from their conversation with the officials. The captain will go tell their respective coach as well. Looks like an early shower for a member of the Colonials. That was Cheramonte, who now has 4 minutes up on the scoreboard here and escorted out by the official. So interesting with all that. He was the one, I believe, that crashed into Paltouf when Reagan jumped on his back. So this is interesting. Both goalies just skating around trying to stay loose with this lengthy delay. Still 6:16 left in this third period. RMU have a commanding 6-0 lead. So no penalty on the board for Cheramonte. It looks like just an early shower for him. But 2 minutes each for Nissan Garachi, and Reagan is up on the board. Looks like it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Robert Morris. Just heard the officials confirm 5-on-3. So 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes, then both Nissan Garachi and Reagan will come out of the penalty box. So a big kill right now for Rutgers as we are finally back after the lengthy delay. So Cheramonte for Robert Morris hits the showers, and Nissan Garachi and Reagan will sit for 2 as this shot from Finnegan gets through and covered up into the midsection of Paltouf. Draw comes out to the point for Robert Morris. That's Rowich, who has 2 already. Back out for Finnegan. Down low. Back for Finnegan. For Rowich. Finnegan, one-time shot off the crossbar and into the netting as Finnegan looks to the heavens. Finnegan practicing his shot after ringing one off the crossbar. Back for Finnegan again. Fakes a wrist shot. Mezquita fell for that, figuratively and literally. Finnegan again on his stick. Down at the goal line, through the feet of Ragno. Back out to the point. Rowich. Finnegan. Back for Rowich. Backhand for Finnegan. Rowich was ready for a one-timer but couldn't connect on the pass from Finnegan as it was just out of his reach. Rowich brings it down low to the goal line as he stops. Brings it to the hash marks. Across, now Finnegan, back down low. Off the pad. Good hug in the post there from Paltouf, denying Ragno of his second of the night. Still 35 seconds left on the power play. On a 5-on-3, great save from Paltouf, denying a one-timer. Not out of danger yet. It's been all Colonials. Nice play there by Andre Mezquita, poking that out. 15 seconds left on the 5-on-3 PK for Rutgers. Keeps him out wide, into the slot, bouncing puck. Oh, Paltouf with a handful of saves even when he was down, but not out. 5 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3 kill, and then Nissan Garachi and Reagan will come out of the box. Great saves from Marcus Paltouf. Your goalie is your best penalty killer, they say, and he has stood tall. Draw one by RMU. Off the stick and over the net, off the wall, right as the time expired. So Coach Joe Dixon will get a full change if he desires, with 4:06 remaining with a defensive draw to the left of Paltouf. Tie up on the draw. Hilliard comes in for it. He brings it in. He tries to get some speed, protecting on his backhand. Had it poked into the corner. He sends it around. Smargan behind the net for Hilliard. Out to the point attempt. Pinballing around on the side of the net. It's a pile up. It's still loose. Official has a good view of it. And there's the whistle as a big pile up on the side of the cage of Colburn. Top on the draw, Colonials come up with it, exiting their D zone. 3-on-1 for RMU. Good play there from Gorman to deny the cross crease pass. Paltouf stops it behind the net, but no one was there to help him out. Haynes now comes up with the loose puck as he steals it away. Backhanded at the red line. No interference, play continues. Bench from Rutgers was looking for a call as there's in the crease and swatted away, and Colburn will put a glove on it, and more pleasantries in the crease. Colburn has stopped all 40 shots on the scoreboard, 40-35 in favor of Rutgers, but the one that matters is in favor of RMU, 6-0. With 3:14 remaining in the final period. Draw out for Reagan at the point. His wrist shot off the shaft of the stick of Colburn. He makes another save. Tie up in the corner. Walknachter comes in to help out. And he's pinned and he loses the puck. Strong forecheck. Campbell swiped it away, but the Colonials were still able to exit. Pass up for Campbell. He protects, tries to go wide, and he gets a shot on net. Colburn denies it, still with Rutgers. Reagan brings it down low to the circle. Out for Nissan Garachi back at the point. Wrist shot was blocked, goes towards the bench of RMU, still in the zone. Nissan Garachi winds up, fakes. Wrist shot, headhunter, and that goes over the crossbar and with momentum out of the zone as Reagan had to scoop it up all the way at the red line. His pass for Fitzgibbon was too far. This will come down for an icing against the Colonials with 2:10 remaining. Colonials win the draw, backhanding it back into their own zone, corner to corner. Now it's tied up in the corner as we approach the final two. Tie up in the corner, no one able to come out with it until Rutgers was able to do so, and it's behind the net with Askin. He's taken down, play continues. Down low at the goal line, off the mask, I believe, of Colburn. He's used every part of his body to stop all 42 tonight. Rutgers were offside. A touch up as we approach the final minute with 1:20 still left in the third period. been all Robert Morris here tonight. These two teams will do battle again tomorrow in a matinee, a 2:15 or for warm-ups, and 2:45 puck drop as we approach the final 60 seconds of the game. Haynes tight ropes the blue line, shimmied, had it poked away. Reese tried to get it. Haynes has it as he has to retreat with 45 seconds left in the game. Wrist shot from deep was blocked in traffic in the feet. Haynes comes up with the loose puck. Big hit, and down on the play, I believe, is Evans. Connor Evans took a lick, and he's slow to get up. He's certainly shaken up. He's getting some assistance now. He is up. He's going to the bench right now after receiving a big-time hit. .30 seconds to go. Face-off will be in the offensive zone for Rutgers. Colonials will win the draw. Able to clear. No icing. Reagan will slow things down. Robert Morris will begin a bit of a win streak. This will be their second in a row, but for Rutgers, it's another loss in the column. It's 5 in a row. As it's on the side of the cage with 5 seconds left. Colburn will stop it as Reagan comes in for one last poke at it. 3.8 remaining in the game, but Finnegan was trying to have a word with Reagan as he took exception to the late poke on his goaltender. Draw goes into the corner. Reese will throw a backhand into the front, and Reagan tried to take a slap shot, but it was blocked by LaQuantra to end the game. All Robert Morris, 6-0. Shots unofficially 41-35 in favor of Rutgers, but not on the receiving end of the scoreboard as they conceded 6 goals here tonight and get shut out by Patrick Colburn for Robert Morris. Again, these two teams will do battle again tomorrow. We'll see what adjustments are made from Rutgers. My name is Michael Nistico. Thank you for joining us here for Rutgers Hockey.